Life doesn't require ideals. It requires standards of action. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. Search of truth is actually a search of strength to handle the truth. Transmit the established facts. Do not transmit words of exaggeration. If you do that, you will probably come out all right. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. Keep creating. The world yearns to celebrate your next masterpiece. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. If fate doesn't make you laugh, you just don't get the joke. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. Hearts can't be broken because they're made of marzipan. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. The more powerful the class, the more it claims not to exist. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is awful. Face it. Memories are sweet. Cherish them. If you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. Silence and non-action are the root of all things. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. You are never alone. You are eternally connected with everyone. Dining with the king. Your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. No matter how safe and beautiful it is, a cage is still a cage. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon or star. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. The job of feet is walking, but their hobby is dancing. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. You don't destroy what you want to acquire in the future. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. Tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. Heaven does without doing, through its purity. Earth does without doing, through its calmness. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. Strange what being forced to slow down could do to a person. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Don't be afraid to say I don't know and seek knowledge from others. The most important thing about a technology is how it changes people. If you're treated like a puppet, find a new ball of string. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way. There's nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. When we fail, our pride supports us, and when we succeed, it betrays us. True, life is complex, but so are a great many accidents. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. Great results can be achieved with small forces. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. Overconfidence blurs out the risk. Inferiority magnifies it. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust.